Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn chapter 3, the letter A. Last day we were discussing about the summary of this chapter. Today we will see the chapter explanation. I hope you already read the chapter and find out the difficult words. Christy's family is a very big one. Christy's parents got 22 children. He is one among them. At that morning, Christy's mother had 5 other children to look after, beside the difficult one. Christy born as the 6th child in that family. This entire chapter is concentrating on one particular incident. That incident is when our Christy started to write with a yellow chalk with his left foot. So here, at this time is that particular day when our Christy wrote the first letter A with his left foot. So on that day, his mother got 5 other children to look after, except of this difficult one. The difficult one is our Christy, and that word difficulty stands for his inability to move properly, talk and walk properly. About his difficulty, we will see in the second paragraph. That 5 were our Christy's brothers, Jim, Tony, and Paddy, and 2 sisters, Lily and Mona. All of them were young, like a year or so between each of them, so that when they were standing, they were almost exactly like steps of stairs. They all were just a year elder to each other, so when they were standing, it was like the steps of stairs. In the second paragraph, he is introducing about his difficulty. He was 5-year-old now, and he is still as helpless as a newborn baby. Christy's father is doing a bricklaying job, and his mother worked hard in the house to take after all these children, especially our difficult one. It was too hard for Christy's mother to take care of him. So, the narrator's silence and inability to communicate with the other have been compared here as a solid wall or a thick curtain. Both had to be replaced or cut down. That's why it is said his mother was busy in patiently pulling down the wall, brick by brick. That brick by brick stands for each and every problems of our difficult child Christy. So Christy's mother was engaged, slowly and patiently penetrating their children's difficulties and problems. It was too hard and heartbreaking work. For this hard work, he gave in return was a unclear smile. That was also difficult to identify from his face whether he is smiling or not. He could not speak or even make some murmuring sounds, nor could he sit up without support. He was not able to take steps alone. Means he was not able to walk alone. He needed help in all this area, even to sit and walk. But he was not without power or motionless. Our Christy got little movement in his body. It was all in a sudden. He used to make sudden shaking movements in his body. It was wild, stiff, and snake-like movement. That movement never left him, except in sleep. His fingers were twisted and made a sudden quick movement continuously. His arms were twisted backwards and would often shoot out suddenly this way and that way, and his head hung down in a loose, uncontrolled way. He was a queer and crooked looking fellow. So, this is all about his disability, how he looked, how he walked and sat. He remembers that one day when he and his mother had been sitting for hours in an upstairs bedroom, showing him pictures of a great big storybook that he had got from Santa Claus last Christmas, and telling him the names of the different animals and flowers that were in that book. trying without success to get him to repeat them. That had gone on for hours while she talked and laughed with him. Then, at the end of that, she leaned over him and said gently into his ears, "Did you like it, Christ? Did you like the bears and the monkeys and all the lovely flowers? Nod your head for yes, like a good boy." But he could not make any sign that he had understood her. Her face was bent towards him with a lot of hope. Suddenly, without meaning to do, Christie's queer hands reached up and grasped one of the dark curls of hair that fell in a thick cluster about her neck. But that loving mother gently loosened his hands and took out that from her hairs, even though some hairs was still stuck inside his fingers. When they both were enjoying in the upstairs bedroom, unknowingly, Christie plucked down some hairs of his mother. That was too painful. This situation shows how difficult it was for that loving mother to take care of our Christie, the difficult one. But still, we can see the hope in her face. Hopefully, she introduced the names of different animals and lovely flowers to him. She treated him exactly like a normal child, even though he was not able to speak, walk, and sit without a help at the age of 5. This incident, which happened in upstairs bedroom, clearly describes about the difficulty that parents face in order to take care of children with difficulty. Then she turned away from that curious stare at Christie's face with pain and left the room by crying. The door closed behind her. It all seemed hopeless. These all unsuccessful attempts to make him a normal child gave the courage to the relatives to speak against him that he is an idiot and beyond help. The old relatives spoke about one institution which take care of children with difficulty. The rest of the chapter we will see in the next class.